Vanna White just shocked the world. After more than a decade with her partner, the beloved Wheel of Fortune star dropped a wedding announcement that nobody saw coming. On January 21st, 2026, the 68-year-old television icon hopped on Instagram and Facebook with some big news. She'd married her longtime boyfriend, John Donaldson, in a private ceremony. The photos? Absolutely stunning. White wore a white sequined dress while her new husband carried her bridal style under an archway. White's caption was short and sweet. Surprise, we got married. John and I have been in love for more than a decade, and a little while back we wanted to make it official in a private ceremony. The post showed Donaldson in a classic black suit carrying his bride, plus a bunch of photos from their years together. The reactions rolled in fast. Maggie Sajak, that's Pat Sajak's daughter, dropped a heart emoji in the comments. Even the official Wheel of Fortune account chimed in with congratulations. So how did these two meet? It all started back in 2012 at a barbecue that White was hosting. She talked about it in a 2019 interview, saying, "I remember looking at him and thinking, he's really cute." We ended up talking for a long time that night. Now, Donaldson isn't in the entertainment industry. He's a real estate developer and contractor who owns JDC Construction and Development Group. His company specializes in restoration and large-scale residential projects across Southern California. Get this, he even worked on restoring buildings that were damaged in the 1994 Northridge earthquake. But here's what makes this wedding so surprising. White had said over and over again that marriage wasn't necessary. Just 1 month earlier, in December 2024, she told E! News, "We're very happy. We've been together for a long time and we are just happy the way it is. When you've been with someone for so long, you kind of feel like you're already married. You don't have to have that piece of paper." Well, clearly something changed her mind. This marriage is actually a happy ending to a journey that's had some real heartbreak. Back in 1986, just 4 years into her Wheel of Fortune career, White's fiancé John Gibson died in a plane crash near Van Nuys Airport. Gibson was a soap opera actor who was piloting a rented plane when it crashed and caught fire. White later recalled, "The second I heard about it, I fell to my knees. It was just devastating." But she found love again. In 1990, on New Year's Eve, she married restaurateur George Santopietro in Aspen, Colorado. That marriage lasted 12 years and gave her 2 children. There's Nico, he's 31 now and working in real estate, and Gigi, she's 28 and works as a tattoo artist. Fun fact, Gigi actually gave her mom her first tattoo back in 2024. White and Santopietro divorced amicably in 2002. After that, she got engaged to businessman Michael Kay, but that relationship ended for less than 2 years. Through all these personal ups and downs, White kept her legendary status on Wheel of Fortune. She's been there since 1982, watching the show evolve from physical puzzle boards to touch-sensitive panels to digital displays. And let's talk money for a second. She currently earns $10 million per year. That's after renegotiating from her previous salary of $3 million, which she'd been making for 18 years straight. But wait, there's more. Her game show work is actually just part of her income. White earns a minimum of $10 million annually from Wheel of Fortune casino slot machines. Those machines generate over $2 billion worldwide from approximately 20,000 machines. Here's a fun piece of trivia. On May 24th, 2013, Guinness World Records gave White a certificate for most frequent clapper. By their count, she'd clapped an estimated 3,480,864 times across 30 seasons. And her work schedule? She only films 34 days per year, shooting 6 episodes per day. Since 1982, she's missed fewer than 10 episodes. That's incredible consistency. These days, after Pat Sajak retired in 2024, White co-hosts with Ryan Seacrest. She said their chemistry is great and called him professional and hardworking. Her contract runs through the 2025 to 2026 season. So here we are. Vanna White has a net worth of $85 million, 2 grown children who've welcomed Donaldson into the family, and a career that's made her one of the most enduring figures on television. After 14 years, after repeatedly insisting they didn't need that piece of paper, she and John Donaldson proved that sometimes you change your mind, and judging by those wedding photos, it was absolutely worth the wait.